guys, fire away.
Jonathan Edwards, just like what you see so
far? Yeah, he's a rookie. Rookie corners will go through ups and downs, both in practice and in the preseason games. So he's, we've got some guys nicked up, and all those guys will get reps, and we'll see where it goes with him.
Coach, what have you been seeing from Justin Wally coming in as a rookie and starting at that number 2 outside corner?
Well, since the day he's been here, first and foremost, his energy level, his competitive spirit, everything about him has been what we want. Those guys in that meeting room, generally speaking, corners are usually, jumping all over the place. They have a lot of energy, and that's a good thing. He embodies that. And he's tough. He's competitive. Again, rookie corners. It's a process for them, and it's gonna, there's gonna be some bad plays, but there's also going to be really good ones, and you just got to have a next play mentality, and he definitely has that. So he's smart. He's learned inside and outside. So I'm pleased with where he's at.
Coach, Joe Bachie has had an outstanding camp. You've seen him kind of look like he could be a starter. What do you make of this camp?
Well, Joe has done a good job, as you mentioned. Had another interception today, and he played some really meaningful snaps for us in Cincinnati, and we won some games with him operating not only as just a guy, but as the green dot. And Logan Wilson got hurt, and Joe stepped in. So I have the utmost confidence in Joe. He's a worker. He's a great guy, and he's going to be in the right spots more than the wrong.
Zaire is obviously, he's working his way back now. How open is the linebacker group around him, I guess, in the starting lineup?
Yeah, here's the good news about that room is we're still working through it. And it's, practice 7, 8 today, whatever it is. We haven't even played a preseason game, so I love the competition that's going on in there. And all that will sort itself out as we get through these joint practices that we're having. And the good news is I believe we'll come out of it with a deep room. I want to be able to use those guys, whatever their strengths may be, to the best of our ability, and I feel like all of them at some point will help us.
What do you think from Latu last couple of practices? Just some of the, obviously strip sack the other night.
Yeah, he's been consistent. I think a guy that's on the ascent, and as I mentioned the other day about him, he wants to be great, and he has all the ability to do that. So just a guy that's honing in on his techniques and responsibilities, and he's done a great job.
McGrone is okay.
With Zaire, as much as he's played, experience, missing time has hurt. What's the value of him being out there and just learning the defense on the field?
Yeah, I think he's really done a great job with extra meeting time, and he knows what's going on. He knows what to do, but it's a little bit different. You got your helmet on, and you're standing in front of the huddle, and you're making the calls, and again, we're still really early in camp, and the fact that he's at the point he's at from a rehab standpoint, I'm pleased, and I'm not worried about him, picking it up and moving forward.
McGrone's been here for a few years. I mean, you're getting your first eyes on him, but what's the feedback been from guys who've been around here, like Chris and some of the other players? How has he grown now to where you're seeing him?
Well, I just think another high-energy guy can really run. He's made some plays out here in training camp, made some plays back in OTAs, so I'm anxious to, when we're out there, and it's, we're fortunate. We get to go against 2 really, really, really good football teams. I know Baltimore really well, haven't played them all those years, and certainly Green Bay, a playoff team. So, all those, the practices, the games, they'll all reveal itself for all those guys. Mm-hmm. I'm anxious to see all of them, play and get after it.
I feel like we asked about everybody in the secondary besides Nick Cross. What's been your impression of him at that strong safety spot?
Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy and pleased with where he's at. It's a different deal for him. I think he's built on the foundation he laid in the spring, and really kind of just hit the ground running when we got back, and he's done some good things out here.
What do you think has led to the success of the secondary so far in camp? It seems like they're making huge breakups every single practice.
Well, that's their job. Job description A1A is to cover a guy and knock the ball down. So. We've got some guys that are being in good position and been able to make plays. There was good energy on the sideline, and I want that all the time. Those guys are competing at a high level, and we just want to make sure that they're out there. Listen, this is a tough game. I'm a little biased. I'm a DB coach by trade. Those, other than the quarterback, they've got a tough job out there. Rules are against them, and everybody sees when they make a mistake. Not too many people see it. I love the D-line, but if they get out of a gap, there's not many people seeing that. But if a corner makes a mistake, everybody with 2 eyes can see that. So they got a tough deal. They got, as I mentioned before, they young players, veteran players. They know you got to have a next play mentality and be ready to bounce back and get on to the next one. They're going to catch footballs. It's the NFL.
What was your initial thought from the defense, how they handled both quarterbacks in that final 2-minute drill?
Yeah, it was good. I think it's a base kind of call deal right now when it comes to that. So we don't do a whole lot, and we're just getting used to the mechanics of signaling from the sideline on the ball. So we kept it really simple there, but they executed what I was asking.
All right, thanks, Lou.